All right, so I'm not going to lie to you. This is probably the craziest thing I've seen an owner say about a player on their team that was recently drafted that hasn't, I guess he got into a little bit of trouble. But this is crazy. Here, listen to this.
Yeah, I mean,
Can I interrupt? I'll address the Keon situation. The coaching staff pushed to draft Keon. I'm not saying Brandon wouldn't have drafted him, but he wasn't his next choice. That was Brandon being a team player and taking advice of his coaching staff, who felt strongly about the player. And, he's taken, for some reason, heat over it and not saying a word about it. But I'm here to tell you the true story.
That's insane. To hear an owner come out and say, yeah, this guy we took in the first round, he wasn't our top choice for real. We let Sean McDermott and all of them, we let them choose that. We let them choose that. You see where they at? They're gone. We let them choose this guy. We don't like him. He just scored a touchdown this game, in the last game. He had issues throughout the season. He's had issues the last, 2 years? This boils down to the disconnect in football offices, front offices, coaching staffs, GMs, owners, scouts, everyone. There's a lot of disconnect. And there's a lot of blame to be passed around. When things are not going good, it's easy to sit here and pass the blame and say, we don't like this guy. He's showing up late for meetings. We don't do that here. Think about earlier this season when Deion Dawkins was speaking about Keon Coleman and saying, I had a talk with him. I said how we do things here. He knows what's expected out of him, and I'm expecting to see the best moving forward. That's not what you want to hear that's not like a report you want to hear about a guy who's supposed to be a straight difference maker. When you're a first round pick, in my eyes, you're a guy who's supposed to elevate the franchise immediately. And if not immediately, to the point where in the next few years, you're supposed to have us in a better spot. It should be no question if you're good. It should be no question if you're helping us. It should be expected that you're the man. You're the number one pick. We can choose anyone in the world. There are 32 players that get drafted in the first round. Y'all should be the best 32 in the league in the next year. But does it play out like that? No, because these guys get it wrong. And that's the crapshoot of the draft. You never know who the best players are going to be. But think about how many misses there are every single year. These guys aren't perfect. Their guys are they're back there selecting guys based off a 40 time, a vertical, their film against some sorry school where they went off. Whole year in the conference, they were playing decent, but they went and played Northeast West State, and they went crazy because they were at a big school, right? It's like there's not a lot of homework that's being done on these guys, and it shows. And not saying that Keon Coleman's not good. I think he's all right. I don't think he's a world beater. He hasn't showcased it. He struggled a lot. I've seen film of him struggling in college. I've seen him bullying people in college, but I've also seen film of him struggling in college as well. But bigger than that, when you get into a building and you're not operating like the other guys, when you're sort of sticking out like a sore thumb and good things are not being associated with your name, it goes everywhere throughout that building. They see that. Showing up late to an NFL meeting is insane. I remember being in the league and guys would crash their cars on purpose not to be late. Because what's a couple $100, $1,000 getting your car repaired compared to getting cut from the team? You ain't trying to lose your spot. So you running 5-10 minutes, you hitting that curb on purpose. You feel me? That's a true story. I know a few guys who did that. What happened? Oh man, I was running late, dog. I was running late. I ain't trying to lose this. You ain't trying to lose that. As a first rounder, you have more leeway. You may not be gone after your first, second, third offense. When you on the fence though, woo! You do anything to survive. And Keon Coleman looks like you in survival mode now, dog. as a first round. It looks like you're about to get shipped up out of there. So your next situation, you better go in and handle business so this doesn't continue to happen, because no one loves you like the team that brought you in. And if they don't love you, it's hard to find love elsewhere. But you'll always be guaranteed another chance as a top pick, unless you do something crazy like with the law. But this ain't. You're gonna get another shot. How you gonna attack it? Are you gonna be ready for it? We're gonna have to see moving forward. But this is really crazy. Pegula, Terry Pegula. This is really crazy for you to come out and speak about a player like this. I think that's wild. When you got billions, you can talk how you want to talk, I guess, though. So it is what it is. We out of here, y'all. We got more plays to see, more games to break down, more plays to watch. Whatever it is. Just make sure you locked in. That's all I know. You locked in? All right, then. Let's go.